Greetings from a very cold, wet and miserable day in Wales, and we're still in full lockdown here, but I am allowed to go for exercise. So what I thought I would do is take this opportunity to check out the Honor Watch ES and take that for a walk and see what happens. Okay, so click on it, workout, touch to start. Let's go. So whilst we're going on this walk together, let's go through some of the key features of the Honor Watch ES. So this is my first general outing with the ES, and it's very comfy. I'm used to using the GS Pro. One of the things I like most about the Watch ES is the fact that it's fairly minimalist in its design. It comes in 3 different colours. You've got a soft pink, a white and a black version. It's smaller than the GS Pro, but it doesn't feel aggravated on my skin. It feels like I'm not wearing a watch at all, to be honest. Earlier this week I checked out how long it would take to charge the Honor Watch ES from 0 to 100%, and it took just over an hour at 65 minutes, which is pretty good when you think about the fact that it should give you 10 days of battery life. One of the major benefits of the ES watch is the fact that it has 95 pre-programmed workouts, which is an enormous number, and it's only 5 off what the GS Pro has. So there should be something there for everybody. It also offers virtual coaching, which gives you pictorial guidelines of how to perform certain workouts. The weather is getting much worse now. It's horrid. On the flip side of that, the Honor Watch ES has a 1.64 AMOLED touchscreen, which is quick to react. It looks great. It's very easy to read. Considering the size of the screen is smaller than the GS Pro, I actually find that looking at it and manipulating it is very, very easy to do. Everything is controlled by tapping and swiping on the screen itself. And it's a lovely bright screen. It's got a 2.5D glass on the top, which means it's going to be nice and solid. Starting to climb a bit more uphill now. Starting to feel the heart rate rise. Let's check the heart rate monitor. So I've hit aerobic level, my heart rate's at 143. It's going up. But yeah, you can see some more data there. You can see the heart rate, you can see how long I've been walking. I really can't overemphasize how comfy this feels actually. I would assume that if you're cycling or running or doing some kind of extreme sport activity, having something that feels so smooth on your wrist, something that doesn't feel like it's actually there, is only going to be beneficial. I don't know if you can see this, but it's absolutely down right now. It's horrible, but what isn't horrible is the price tag in the UK is only $99.99. A brand new watch with all these features is a great bargain. I need a cup of tea. I really wanted to take the watch to a swimming pool and do some tests that way, but with what's going on at the moment at a wider level in Wales, I can't do that right now. So maybe in a couple of weeks, if I'm allowed to, we'll try that test. The ES has 24/7 monitoring of your heart rate. It can also track your stress levels, which is incredibly useful these days. Plus, due to the 10-day battery life, you can feel comfortable leaving it on your wrist overnight so it can track your sleep patterns. Most of this data can be seen from the watch itself, but if you want to look at any more in-depth data, you can see it inside the Health app. As with the GS Pro, the watch automatically syncs up with the Huawei Health app, and from there you can access all the data from what you've been up to that day, and also historical data which builds up over time. I could have been sat at home in the warm, having a nice cup of tea with some biscuits, but no, I'm out here in the freezing cold. So next week I'm going to try out some of the virtual coaching assistant sections on the watch and pray it doesn't kill me. One other thing we could have done with this walk is you could have gone into the settings and actually set some goals. Could have set a distance or a target, and that could have altered and gamified my walk somewhat. Maybe I'll have a look at doing that again next week as well. But I think right now I'm going to head for home. But I've got 2 pretty big hills to walk through. I'm not going through the hills, I've got to walk up the hill. Great, I'm starting to go crazy. So I am still on fat burning now. It's dropped down a bit, but we're 41 minutes in and we've hit 2 miles. It just buzzed on my arm. It told me the pace and how long it took to get there. I can almost taste that biscuit right now. Maybe 2 biscuits. And I'm back. Telling the watch that you've completed the workout is nice and easy, and it presents you with a breakdown of exactly what your statistics are for the activity that you just did. And this is great as a general overview, but it does go into quite a bit of detail. If you then want to see even more detail, you can look at it inside the Huawei Health app. Thanks very much for watching. Check back in next week and we'll see how I get on.